EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they will be backed up deep trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming out.
Brings up 2nd and
no doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Third down, here's Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
158.
Warren fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Brought down at the
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
319.
And he'll go on the ground. And he'll get blown up. Scrimmage back at the 6.
It's a loss of 4.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
A like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
18. Number 50.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
And he's in. Touchdown. DK Metcalf taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Split the field.
Let's go for the 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Steelers 8, Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now we feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Jaguars. First down.
Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 24
That one
yards.
goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays having on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 46 yards. And the Jaguars have come back to make it a 2-point game. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Point after try forthcoming.
Extra point.
He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first.
8, Jaguars 7. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take... For first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Down the left sideline. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 34.
It's a pickup of
A big
44
play that
yards.
time for Pittsburgh.
And the Steelers
44 yards.
First and 10
In
at the
Jacksonville
34-yard
territory
line.
now. Here's a first and 10 at the 34.
Green 18, go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Look again.
Now run straight ahead and run. Trying to find a man. Instead, we get back to the line of scrimmage. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Look again.
This one finds Austin upright. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jeff, blue 58. 630.
Here's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15 yards. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back north. 319. 319.
A handoff for Warren. And now they're inside the 10. This is brought down at the 9.
Tackle made.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, 626. 319.
It's Warren. And Warren scores here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks. He's going to score the 8-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Blue 58. 319.
This on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
88. 319.
He's got it. So they try for 2, successful.
That makes the
And that
score
moves their lead up even further.
16. Jaguars 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they're getting going shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. Man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this up to the 34. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And no runner here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
258! High base!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's 3rd and 7.
Hoka, over here. Stand on it. 30. Zoom. Back north. Here, Mike.
Now Rodgers. And they found the open man. That's complete. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
17 yards.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's one. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He's brought a solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
319!
Running left, it's Will. Good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
10 yards.
A gain of 10.
That's
good for the Steelers. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jump out! 319! 319!
Nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
30-yard line.
You know that old expression,
pickup.
it's not my
It's
night.
2nd and 8.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's in it defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
258! Back north. Split 50.
And he's caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
It's a gain of 11.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Steelers
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
There's a quick throw to the Peazyonwheels. So completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's the thing about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And he'll go on the ground. And they will touch him down the net before he gets the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Steelers first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Blue 58.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Green 18.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Green 18.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Blue 58.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it away from the Steeler touchdown. From 40 yards out. And the Steelers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
So I don't care if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over. Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Jaguars 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too easy for the crowd.
Because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And what didn't the stats. We knew he was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and less than now. 3rd down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Another 3 and out.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's knocked away. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital of the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he had more room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
That's out wide for Palmer. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Complete to number 5.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turned into a smoke route. You see the coverage off the receiver. Doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to her.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Here's Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now run with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On the run, it's Warren. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On first down, it's Warren. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Check 30. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They need 2. Here's third down. Allen going to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. That's caught by Shakir. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Here's Allen to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Allen. Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, this.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play.
To kick off
second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
318. Inside. 318.
They'll run on first down. Warren. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Second and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
318. 630. Hey, 626. Go to 50.
Throwing is Rodgers. Good toss to here over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
58. 58. 26.
And they'll run it here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he'll go down at the 28. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll go on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Stand on it! Green 18!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Jump out!
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, 26 yards. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Bills 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Open man is Palmer. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Here's Allen. And he's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. So no question here, down by a score late. They're going to try the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Here we go on 4th down. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh. At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. And tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? 18. That's it.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right. 18. That's it. Yeah.
Now Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
18. That's it.
Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 64 yards. And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
58. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Start. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, this. Screen 18. Screen 18.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Inside. 58. Jab. 150. Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
18.
Warren will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Zoom. 318. 319.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Get 300. Get 300. Inside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
All right. 18. What's up?
Stroud to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Mixing up the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Texans 1st down.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Hey, team. That's it. Speed left, speed left. 19 Texas.
Stroud looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll just get rid of it.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing, so he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Green 18. We are going. Hey, Mike. Jump. Jump out. Yeah, this. Screen again.
To throw is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
26. Back north. Box it. Lamp. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
258. 50. Check 30. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, check 26.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Inside. 319. Hey, 88. Three Mike. Jump out.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. 18. That's right.
As Stroud now to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
All right. 18. That's right.
They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Tony.
Throwing now is Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 30. 26. Hey, check 26. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
All right. 18. That's right. 12. South. Hey.
Stroud off the play fake. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Blue 58.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Blue 58.
Here's Rodgers to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. Pulled in at the 24. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Down the left sideline. Joe Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 62 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now 3rd down and 7.
Green 18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Chip.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Back north. Hey, 88. Hey, take 26.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Room to run right away. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
27 yards. That's good for Bills. First down. A gain of 27.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. The tight end Kincaid in motion. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
A 3-yard gain.
The tight end Kincaid in motion.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Hey, 88. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
319. On the ground is Jalen Warren. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
A gain of 24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
29. And the Bills first down. A gain of 29 yards. And the Bills first down.
We are through 1. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Tight.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Regular. Brown 80.
To the air is Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
That's good for Bills. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll be second down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. To the air once more is Allen. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. He's got it at about the 8. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Allen. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. And tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
258. Easy.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at 7. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Panther 60.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Got 300. Got 300. Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin. Makes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Steelers 6, Texans nothing. Chris Boswell.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6-0 our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Second and 11.
Here we go. Let's go. 18.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That's right. Hey, South. 11.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And that's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
18.
Stroud and company going for it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
All right.
Again, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
No. 18. Go right.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
No. Get 300. 258.
A handoff for Warren. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
18.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. go.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Box it.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back north. 330.
On the give, it's Warren. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
319.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Texans nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Wide open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That's caught again by Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The throwing again is Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down.
Why Tony?
A gain of 3 on the play.
Stroud off the play fake. To to Mixon on the check down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Look at hot.
Here goes Stroud again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Stroud working out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, take 26.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Warren. And he goes out right around the 39. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
50. Hey, you 18. All right. Get 300. Get 300. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. 26. Zoom.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4.
318. Inside.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Steelers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Steelers 17.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete. Woody Marks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. And the Texans first down.
And Stroud now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Inside. Run it. 18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, this. Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Jump out. 630.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. 258.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
319. Back north.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Up the middle they go. It's Warren. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
14.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
258.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And a
reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's 4th down.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
58.
Rodgers going to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though.